what fruitful results. Sleepwalking has greatly increased among ordinary citizens recently. With this transaction record, the investigation can finally make a breakthrough. Thank you so much. As for your target, the woman who is Mess's supplier and the maker of ambrosia, we also found some interesting info about her. The woman calls herself Serpent. She's a freelance entertainer and a circus performer who is somewhat famous in Eastside's high-class salons. 2 weeks ago, she signed a contract with Quinn to perform regularly at the Midsummer Night's Club. We found nothing suspicious about this, nor did it trigger the mania alarm.
I'm certain she's a sinner. Either she's extremely careful or someone powerful is protecting her.
I think probably both. At least in this case, her employer is highly suspicious.
You mean Quinn, President Irene?
That's right. The shadow of Outland Capital has always lurked behind Quinn. Plus, they show a strong interest in the hypercube industry. The Outland Affairs Bureau is keeping an eye on them for the security of our city-state. But Inspector Doyle discovered other interesting things. The M-value detection network in District 14 has been tampered with, and there is a hidden escape door near the Midsummer Night's Club.
Oh, how interesting. I also was intrigued by a dialogue he said before, a city-state. I love that because, countries are sometimes referred to as state. And because every city is functioning like a country in this world, you could kind of say that like a city-state.
Further investigation found that Miss Irene, the president of Quinn and a rising star in Eastside's business world, privately met with multiple sinners at the Midsummer Night's Club. Perhaps she built the secret escape door to cover up her plan to exploit the sinners. If I dare make an even bolder guess, perhaps she's a sinner herself. I'm going off topic. We need more evidence to confirm Quinn's actual involvement in this incident, but at least it is certain that Sinner Serpent is the mastermind behind this series of events. She accepted Quinn's employment offer and hid in the club to mask the M-value fluctuations of her powers when she made ambrosia.
I like the fact that he doesn't call it ambrosia, call it ambrosia. That's why she used mess to spread ambrosia out there.
That's right. Sinner Mess brought ambrosia to mass consumers, while the Midsummer Night's Club catered to ambrosia's high-end clientele. If her direct motive is to spread ambrosia and create sleepwalkers, the Ninth Agency predicts that Serpent will do something big at Midsummer Night's Club's opening ceremony 2 days from now.
Sounds like it'll be tough to handle. You tell the Ninth Agency about the information on Marv.
If it's related to that serious case many years ago, then it makes matters even worse. We will contact the FAC as soon as possible to obtain the dossier.
Ninth Agency is really easy to talk to, though I'm sure they are a shady organization as well.
In this case, Inspector Doyle's experience is indispensable. He's the incredible inspector who had come into contact with the Marv case.
A call comes in. You see that it's from Doyle.
Speak of the devil. Please answer it, but be prepared to get yelled at.
You really don't want to get yelled at, but Doyle, we look at the phone and reluctantly pick up.
Hey, Dom. Don't do anything rash. Yeah, wait for me. Wait till I come back. I'll take you.
I was just wondering, like, this is the whole factory she set up. Like, she only stays for like a couple of weeks. Doesn't it take a long time to set up all these plushies and dolls and everything? Like, keep it moving, dude. Like, this just looks ridiculous. Like, she sets all this up every time she moves house. It takes so much time. Inspector?
Nasha, I'm here. I'm coming.
He's drunk as usual. After a load of confusing drivel, you hear the call hang up.
He called to yell at you? My apologies. Apologize to him when it's all over. He'll forgive you.
That crafty plan had been the ninth agency's idea in the first place. But Doyle's voice didn't sound angry on the phone. It even sounded a bit sweet and nauseating. Maybe things are going unexpectedly well on his side too. Maybe a crafty plan unexpectedly helped him? Go meet up first. Better to talk face-to-face details, plans detail face-to-face. I'd update the inspector on the intel first.
All right. We will meet you soon to discuss the plan.
Within 2 days, hopefully. October 3rd, NF112, 9:44 p.m. East Side, Doyle's house. Doyle lies on the sofa like a dead man. All the lights in the room are turned off. He checks the phone in his hand every few minutes. I'm fine. I didn't message you. Really? But the hospital contacted me and said you got into a car accident. I couldn't get a hold of you either. Maybe it was a prank. My phone wasn't working for a while this afternoon. Focus on your work. You've always been busy. I'm glad you're okay. Nasha, maybe you don't want to see me anymore, but I still want to tell you. If you run into trouble, don't bear it alone. I'm always here for you. Go back, Doyle. Move on. We all need to move on.
It's over. I should have known. I'm so stupid. What was I hoping for? Think about something else, Doyle. You're an inspector.
Yeah, I mean, she moved away, but he still somewhere in his heart expected that she wouldn't move on. She moved away, he hoped that she would move on, but yeah, that confirms it. She moved on, so. You know what this reminds me of? And now that I think about it, his face also looks similar. Disco Elysium. That's a game that was like, it's so funny. The game is so funny, but at the same time, it's such a dark game. Like, such a fucking dark game. And one of the plot lines is like the main character, his wife, actually, like, he lost his memory, so he doesn't remember much, but apparently his wife left him at some point, and then like he calls her on another continent, and like she's like sleeping with her new husband, and like she picks up as like, move on, dude. And I was like, holy shit, like this is like some heavy tones going on. Yeah, this is one of the things, like, relationships are really fucking awful. Like, they can get real fucking awful. I can kind of understand why many people find it extremely difficult to move on and do some stupid activities many a times when relationships end. The phone vibrates again. He opens it glumly to take a look. The message isn't from Serpent, but from rookie detective from the 9th agency, or rather the mysterious MBCC chief. Oh, he knows now. I see.
You have the audacity to pop up after tricking me so bad?
Inspector, I discovered some interesting things. I'm reporting them to you right away, so please forgive me.
What a hot-headed rookie. All right, then. I'm the senior one after all.
In reality, he really needs to distract himself. The inspector gradually immerses himself in the case again, forgetting the suffocating anguish just now.
So, it's related to the Marv case after all. This complicates things.
So one of the reasons he didn't yell at you is because he needs to not overthink. He needs to busy himself with work so that he doesn't think about Nasha. This is a weird name now. Think about Nasha? Like Natasha I've heard, but Nasha?
The maker of ambrosia can spy on the dreams of the sleepwalkers, as well as separate and filter consciousness. What the heck does that mean? I want some more solid intelligence. Here, a photo of the suspect. Performer for Gwen. I was gonna check out the company's latest hires anyway. Let's see who it is.